Co-financing is basically working together with another investor that sources deals, that we share part of the workload, so that either they, so in this case they do the sourcing of the deals, so they find companies to invest in, and then they tell us about it, and if it fits our scope and our mission and vision, then we decide to invest in that company. So basically two investors investing in the same company, not necessarily, not always, but in general. And then one investor doing a big part of the work so that you don't have to do the exact same work to invest in the same company, and also that the company doesn't have to do the same thing twice for very similar investors. So if a company is looking for an investment, they have to share, their management account, all their financial statements, their business model. And if you have multiple investors, you have to share that a couple of times. But then because every investor has different things they look at or different requirements, that means that the company spends quite a bit of time going through their materials and preparing new materials because an investor wants to see that. If you have two investors that are aligned, you only have to prepare all the information once, then you share it with the investor, and then both investors can invest instead of having to do that type of work twice for both investors. For Lenderhand, a big part is that we're still a small company and we have a relatively small team. Right now we have, I think, 37 partners already and 30 active ones. So we also constantly have to monitor those and talk to them and just manage the relationship and see how the company is doing. To move forward and to be able to reach more people, we have to look at how can we do this more efficiently. Basically in the impact space, there are quite a few investors and we're all investing. So normally if we're invested in a company, there are often 2 or 3 other impact investors also invested. So we thought, what if there's some way to collaborate that we can actually still do the same thing and be invested in the same companies, but not having to all do the same work, and to save us a little bit of time to be able to then scale up faster and reach more companies and reach more people.